Hello friends, thanks for tuning in to this week's Tech Tip. This week I'm going to talk about a couple of Chrome extensions that will really bring ChatGPT functionality into your normal day-to-day work that you're doing. I know people are talking about AI all the time and it's easy to start tuning it out. We're all bombarded with AI. But both of these things, both of these plugins extensions were recommended to me by my friend Eric over at Kenton Brothers Systems for Security. And I tried them both out and they're very interesting. And so I use AI related tools, ChatGPT and Midjourney and other things in the course of doing business. I'm researching these tools and trying to leverage them to make my life better and more efficient. And so these are going to help you guys. So I hope you'll take a look at these. I'm going to share my screen and show you two of these extensions for Chrome. The first one is ChatGPT for search engines, and the other one is called ChatGPT Writer. And by the way, before I get started on this, I'm going to include links to both of these extensions I'm talking about today in the show notes, down in the show notes of the YouTube video. So if you want to try these extensions for yourself out, they are going to be right in there in the show notes. So here I am in Google, and let's pretend, here's the scenarios that, let's say I'm doing research on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City, for example. Normally you'd go click search and you'd go to find their contact information or whatever, you're just doing research about a company or a person or a topic or whatever on Google. What you'll notice when I click search is that there's this new thing that shows up on the right-hand column that is a ChatGPT AI-powered thing where it goes out on the internet and finds the information that it can and puts together a synopsis of what you're searching for. It doesn't work all the time, but it's interesting when it does find results. So I'm going to go ahead and click return on this one. And you'll notice over here at the right, there's that ChatGPT widget up at the top right, and it's saying, hey, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City is a health insurance provider, on and on and on and on. And it comes up with all of this content. And you can scroll down and see what all that information's about. So that's just kind of interesting. You just have to install that and play around. And half the AI stuff, people just don't take the time to install and play around with it. So I would encourage you to install both of these extensions and see if it makes any sense for you. Okay, the second plugin that I'm going to talk about is called ChatGPT Writer. And it works for lots of different things, but I specifically think it's interesting to use when you're doing email. So once you install the extension, there's a little lightning bolt that shows up down here in, this is an email I'm setting up in Gmail, right? So you can click this. And so when you click that, it brings up ChatGPT Writer and you can give it a prompt to help you write the text for an email response or something, or a brand new email, right? So let's say the scenario is, I feel really bad for a good friend of mine named Todd that I haven't been able to go golfing with for the past couple weeks. And I wanted to reach out and say, sorry, the calendars haven't worked out, but I can golf any Saturday between now and October, something like that, right? So I pre-created that text. So on the screen here, I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. And it's basically, I said, write an email to Todd apologizing for not being able to find time to golf in the last couple of weeks, but that I can golf any Saturday from now until October. And then you click generate email. And what you'll see is that ChatGPT will look at that prompt that you gave it, and it will write this content for you. It's crazy what it will do. And then you insert the generated response into your message by clicking this button, boom. And there it is. You wouldn't obviously use all of this stuff, but Todd, I hope this email finds you well. You guys can read this content. It just does a lot of the work for you of being polite with the email structure. It addresses the email to the person, all of these things. And it might even come up with some interesting things for you to say in the email. I found that, if you're in a hurry, you might not say some of the things you might want to say in an email. So that was just interesting to me that there's this writer helper kind of thing that can help you come up with content for your emails very quickly. And there's so many other uses that I could give, like come up with a list of 5 reasons, to be using a certain tool or something like that. And it'll put the 5 reasons, it'll do all kinds of crazy AI generated content for you. So once again, this is one of those tools that you have to kind of try out to see if it makes sense for you in the course of you doing your business. If it makes sense to have this plugin in your email, but it's not going to work for you if you don't try it. So there you go. A couple of free Chrome extensions that might help you be more efficient in the course of doing work on a day-to-day basis, whether you're writing emails or doing research on companies or people online. And I hope you found this one helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about these extensions or anything else I could do a video on in the future for you guys. And I hope you're getting value from the effort that I'm putting in to create this content for you. I hope you're having a great week. I'll see you next week.